Ayo. So it's Wednesday, which means we've got a vlog. um, so I had like 4 different things I kind of wanted to go on a ramble about today, and I'm gonna try not to rant too much. Um, I want to talk about the SEVs, which is basically sexual entertainment venues legislation consultation, which is currently happening in Glasgow, Scotland, and it's at the moment it's unclear what exactly is going to happen, but there is the potential that the Glasgow strip clubs, that are 4 of them, will be forced closed down. It won't happen straight away, it would be a year's time, but potentially 4 strip clubs are going to be asked to shut down, which is going to put, it's estimated, 700 workers out of employment. Now, I know what you're thinking, 700 between 4 clubs, that sounds like an awful lot, but you'll have to remember some of them were only doing like 1 or 2 shifts here or there, some of them are full-time, some of them are seasonal, blah 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 blah, whatever, not important. The dangerous thing is that the SEVs will set the precedent for the rest of Scotland and the UK. So if Glasgow turns around and says, okay, we're going to shut down all the strip clubs, then it's very likely that a lot of other councils will follow suit. So we're a little bit worried, we're a little bit up in arms, and also all of this is happening, again, to protect and save the workers, and yet the workers haven't been spoken to or asked about it, or like, stop making policy for people without talking to the people you're making the policy for. I feel like this is common sense, but common sense in politics, I suppose I should know better. Oh. So, there's a protest happening Saturday 22nd in George Square. They are encouraging you just to wear casual clothing, bring a sign, and show your support. We don't want it to be a big statement type thing. I think we want it to be we're here, we're everyday people just like you. You should give us the same rights, respect, and ability to be heard and listened to as anyone else. Hi, Beth. So, if you are able to come along to the Glasgow protest on the 22nd, that would be super awesome, and you should definitely do it. I should be there. I should be. It's this weekend, by the way, in case you haven't been keeping track of the date. So come protest. You can say hi. It'll be cool. The other thing that's been going on that you should be aware of is the fact that there were 2 migrant workers jailed recently in Ireland because they were working together in the same house. So it's termed as brothel keeping, and they've both been given 9 months. Yeah, 9 months in jail. One of them is pregnant, just to make matters worse. So, you know, we'll probably have to have her child in jail. Isn't that great? Isn't it great how the Nordic model protects workers? No sarcasm and fury. But I don't want this to be an entire video of me ranting about sex work politics, because I can do that. I can so easily do that. Last one. Go read the Teen Vogue article talking about sex work. It's brilliant. I'll put a link in the description. You should read it. You should send it to your friends. You should share it. Go read it. Just do it. Do it. No, but the other things that I was wanting to talk about was, I want to talk about Pride a bit more, because I feel like I was really tired when I was talking about it, so I want to address that properly. And I want to do a little body positivity bit, because I feel like I haven't brought that up in a while. I say a while, it's probably been like 2 videos, but like, I feel like it's important to continue bringing it up and continue reminding people that it's okay to be who you are and be the body shape that you are, and if you want to change it, that's fine. But maybe focus on changing your head first to make sure that when you change your body, if you change your body, that your head's not still going to be in the wrong place telling you the wrong stuff, because that won't do you any good. But first, oh, tea is the best ever. I don't think I'd be alive today without tea. Only slight exaggeration. Oh, anyway, so let's talk about Pride. I've seen a couple of posts from people, just in like my friend circles and stuff, talking about having a sort of imposter syndrome when it comes to Pride and not feeling as if they're queer enough. Again, don't call someone queer unless they themselves ask you to refer to them as queer. Like, it's one of those terms that is still a bit iffy. Like, if you've reclaimed it and you acknowledge it and you want to use it, then super. But just bear in mind that not everybody is comfortable with queer due to negative connotations in the past. Anyway, tangent. Some of my friends were saying that they don't feel queer enough to be going along to Pride. They were saying that their relationship could appear heteronormative, they could appear cisgender, and they aren't necessarily any of the big four. Like, they're not lesbian, they're not gay, they're not bisexual, they're not transgender, but they are still like ace or aro or demisexual or poly. Well, poly's not really, but anyway, they are somewhere on the spectrum, and the spectrum's massive, like it's huge. So like there are so many different categories that someone could fall into and that you would never know just from looking at someone. Like, I feel like people assume I'm straight, which is really quite funny, to be honest, because I'm like so gay, so gay, but like I have had a lot of heteronormative relationships in my life, and my current partner is non-binary. So, okay, yes, currently I'm in a queer presenting relationship, but it's not always the case. And being bi, I could be dating anyone, and it shouldn't matter who I'm dating or how I appear to the world. I know who I am, I know what my identity is, and I know I belong. I know what the struggle is when you aren't so sure, because you know how the world is, you know how it looks, and especially now when LGBTQ plus people are being attacked and harassed more and more, and homophobes and transphobes are becoming bolder and annoyingly getting more attention. It's important to emphasize the couples that present as being LGBTQ plus. I'm just gonna say LGBT, sorry. You can be mad at me later. So I can understand why some of my friends and some of you might be thinking, should I really go to Pride? Should I show up and be a straight ally? Should I show up and be a cis ally? Should I show up and appear as either of those despite not being those? Like, obviously you're still an ally if you are LGBT, because like if you're not an ally to yourself, then what? So yeah, I think, although I understand why people would feel as if maybe they should be taking a step back from Pride, I feel like now more than ever we need everyone showing their support, everyone turning up to Pride, rainbow flags flying or whatever flag, and just saying, I'm here, I support you. It doesn't matter who I am, what my gender is, what my identity is. What matters is that there is someone here that is going to support this community, especially in the face of all this adversity. So, yeah, I think if you're on the fence about going to Pride because of whether you're queer enough or whether allies should go or whatever, if you support the LGBT community, go. Turn up. Buy something from an independent artist and just have a great time. Keep the fight alive and keep the positivity going. There's been a lot of negative stuff. I feel like a little bit of positive energy from Pride festivals going well would be really, really good. I feel like that's something we could all use. So, yeah, if you're on the fence, I say go for it. And let's just have a super quick, tiny little section about body positive. More tea. I'm not awake enough yet. I say that, it's 11:45, I should be wide awake by now. I should not have stayed up all night watching Kaguraki. Oh, I can't even speak. It's just gone. Don't binge anime on Netflix until 2 in the morning. It will turn your brain to mush. Anyway, body positivity. There have been a couple of threads on Twitter in the last couple of days with people posting pictures and being like, hey, let's do some body positivity. And some of them have been sort of typical Instagram model figures. And people are getting a wee bit like, well, you don't really need body positivity. Let's have more curvy people and non-typical body figures having some body positivity. And like, both is good, okay? Like, yes, I would like more curvy people to be getting the attention and to be normalised and for us to all be comfortable in our skin. I want every curvy person to feel comfortable in tank tops, tube tops, skirts, shorts, just whatever you want to wear. I want you to feel comfortable wearing it and going out and being seen and being you. I don't want you to have to spend an hour and a half switching between 5 different outfits because you're not sure you can deal with people looking at you in the outfit that you actually want to wear. Because, like, that's no cool. It's no fun, it's not cool. And it sucks that people have to deal with that. But at the same time, Instagram model type figures still need body positivity. And I know you're gonna turn around and go, Blue, they're already skinny and popular and That doesn't mean that they don't have brain weasels running around telling them they're not good enough. It doesn't mean that they don't have some voice in the back of their head telling them that they're only going to stay popular and stay happy if they can maintain this figure that they've achieved, or something in the back of their head telling them that they have to Photoshop every photo of themselves in order to maintain this illusion that they've created. If they do that, they might not. I'm just saying. Instagram model type figures need body positivity, not just because everyone needs it, but like people that we think are skinny or pretty or attractive or whatever still need body positivity because they get a lot of backlash when body positivity stuff starts. I've done it. I am guilty. I have done this many times, and it's only been recently that I've learned what I was doing and I'm trying to fix it. I used to be, and I still do it to be honest, I will call out, not like I won't post comments, I won't share it, I won't like do anything actively nasty, but I'll find myself sharing a photo of someone and going, oh look, here's another super skinny girl complaining that life is hard. Must suck being skinny, pretty, attractive with so many followers and sponsorships, and what a shame. But I don't know her. I don't know her life. I don't know what she's dealing with. I don't know if she's had an eating disorder and has lost a whole bunch of weight and is now just gaining weight to go back to a healthy weight, but to us it looks super skinny and we think, oh look, she's another one of these skinny girls who's just like, and it's like, and hell, even if she is just a skinny girl, do you know how hard it is to maintain that? She probably has a fitness regime, she probably eats healthy, she's probably like vegan and doing yoga and doing her best to like maintain a healthy body, and like I sure as hell, you know, I mean, I am sitting with a mostly eaten chocolate chip cookie. I told myself I wasn't gonna eat it during the video. I lied to myself. I did that a lot. But there's nothing wrong with wanting to be slim and toned, athletic, etc., etc., etc. The problem is when it's taken too far and people become unhealthy and become anorexic or bulimic or just really, really dangerously underweight. We need to address this notion of controlling other people's bodies based on what we think is the right thing. Body positivity shouldn't be about controlling anybody's bodies. We shouldn't be saying, oh no, you're not allowed to be skinny, or oh no, if you're skinny then you're not allowed to be part of the body positivity movement, like, because that's super negative and gross, and it just benefits those that want to separate us into a us and them thing, and that's a really dangerous path to go on. We're all in this together, and whether you're skinny, curvy, or somewhere in between, we should all be looking out for each other and trying to build each other up. So, you know, let's be nice to each other, eh? Yeah, I was thinking that was, you know, common knowledge. Let's all just be nice. You be nice to me, I'll be nice to you. Would make the world a better place, no? Baby steps. But I have rambled on for a little bit longer than I meant to, so I'll call it quits here. Congratulations if you made it to the end. But, you know, as always, stay safe and be happy, and I'll see you next time. Bye.